Rhonda with Rhonda's Crafty Chaos, and today we're going to do another spin on these stackable pumpkins that you can find at your dollar store in the plus aisle. So let's get started. And this is the little guy we're going to do today, and he's got a real pair of Levi's on and a shirt. So let's get started. I've already kind of prepped this a little bit. I put holes in it, and I was trying to use a drill and it just was cracking it, so I just used a knife and just stuck it in there and just kind of went around and made it so it just popped right through there. And it doesn't have to be pretty because it's going to be covered up by a shirt. So we're just going to glue this in place. Let's put a little bit of glue around it so it doesn't slip out. Sorry, I've got a little bit of a cold today. Alright, we're just going to use a little shirt I had. So you're just going to dress him. So we're just going to put the little shirt on. Get it through the little holes. Like this. We're just going to pin it. This is a size 3-4, and this is a size 10 in little boys. And it's just a little bit bigger, but this 3-4 works just fine. So I'm just going to stick a little bit of glue right there. Excuse me. And here's his little head. I guess we better stick his little head on. So I've already prepped his little face. And how I glue these is I just gob just a whole bunch of glue around this, because they don't stick together real great. So we'll just stick his little head on like that, and then just put his little shirt up there. Okay, and we're just gonna button the closest little button you can. It's already looking pretty dang cute. Alright, so we've got his little shirt on, and there's his little sunflower for his hat. These are just a pair of jeans I had. I was trying to see what size they were. These are 32 waist, and it's just the ones that I just measured them what would fit around this pumpkin. So these are a really big size. These are like a size 38 or 40. And I just cinched them up with a little rope. So it doesn't really matter what, just as long as the pants will fit around the little pumpkin guy. I guess we better cut the legs off because we're not going to need them. So we'll just make a little cut across here. Leave about an inch or so from the crotch area, because you're gonna go clear through the crotch and then all the way over. You're gonna want to leave enough pants that you could cover his behind. Okay, we're gonna stick that aside. So alright, so now we've got the little pumpkin guy. We're going to get a little piece of string for his belt. Find my end here. This is just a great big old rope. And I don't know how you'd keep it straight. So I just try my best to keep it all together. Okay. Cinch his little belt. Pretty much have him dressed now. Alright, you're going to want to, not real tight yet, but just kind of get it a little loose knot here so we can adjust as we go. And I want to pull the shirt down just a little bit. and see how we have the bottom. We're just going to tuck it up under there like that and glue it. So we'll start in the front. That's the part everybody's going to see. So just put a bunch of glue right there, and you're going to want to make sure that the zipper and the front are in the front of the little scarecrow, not off to the side. So we've got the zipper right here in front. Okay. And we're just going to keep going around. And I like to put the glue on the pants because I'm not burning my fingers as much as I did when I put it inside the pumpkin. The pumpkin, I don't know why, I was always sticking my fingers in it. So, got another glue stick. Okay. And this, with the glue on the pants, you can just fold it right over and you're good. It doesn't have to be super pretty inside there. If you want to trim it up and make it look a little nicer, you can, but I don't think anybody's going to see it. And I'll show you. See how the underneath is. So you just tuck it all up under there like that. Okay. Now he's pretty much dressed. Excuse me. All right, so we're gonna cinch the pants up just as much as we want to now that we've got everything, and they don't have to be super tight. And I like to do a bow. On that one I guess I didn't, but on this one we're gonna do a bow. All right, and I just stuck the jute right under this little buckle, just so that it will kind of hold it in place and not go kind of crazy and flip up. And all right, so you just pull these around and we'll decorate him. But what I'm going to do, I am not much at faces. I'm trying to paint faces, but I'll show you a trick that I've been working on. And I've been trying new things because I've got to start learning how to do faces. So I got these Posca markers. One's thin and one's medium. And I'll show you how I got them to work. And this is just a little rough draft of the little face I'm going to try to draw on him. So I'm just going to try to figure out where the center of my little, and draw ovals. We'll see how. Better eraser, I think, in here. Kind of slipped a little bit there. All right. So I've got the ovals. Whoops. I think I have my paint right here. I just erased that and it erased a little bit of the paint. It might have still been a little bit wet. Just touch up the paint just a bit. Okay, so now I've got the ovals drawn, and now I'm just gonna do the little half moon shapes for the eyes, and then the nose is an upside down triangle, and then the face, or the smile, is just kind of a windy little smile like that. And then as we go, we're gonna put the little stitches in there that make it look really cute. Okay, so there we go for the face. And what I did with this one is I took my black, I think it was, yeah, this marker. Okay, I took this one, and you have to kind of prime it and make sure it's gonna be all right. Oh, let's see. I put the half moon shapes the wrong way. I guess it doesn't matter. We'll just do it just the opposite. So I just took it and I traced the outline. Like that. I've got it putting towards me just a little bit. My goal is to learn how to do those eyes that everybody can do that are just gorgeous. I think people that can paint, I'm so envious, because that's one thing I really haven't perfected. I can craft all day, but give me a paintbrush. I could color book paint, but to paint a really pretty scene is something I really want to learn how to do, like a pretty mountain scene or something. Alright, I'm just filling this in with the black, and then we'll go back in with the white. This is probably as fun as watching paint dry, but I will hurry. I wanted you guys to see me do this, so if you're like me and still trying to learn, this is pretty easy with these paint markers. Painting it in. Okay, we got that. I'm just gonna get a little bit of the paint, or the pencil line right there. Okay, now we're going to take the white. Let's see. Let me hurry and do the nose. And the smile. Okay. Alright. Okay, now we'll do the white. Okay. And these paints are pretty forgiving. They will cover the black up if you are not careful. So if you have a line that's not exactly straight, you can fix it up with this paint marker. I looked into a lot of paint markers, and the best reviews were on these Posca ones, so I spent a little extra and got them. But they had them on sale at Amazon the last little bit. So getting there. Okay, so I did go over on some of the eyes, if you can tell right there and right there. So we'll just go back with the black marker, and I will just go back over that and fix it. takes just a minute to dry, so I'm sticking my fingers in it. Okay. All right. Now we'll do the orange for the nose. Without trying to stick my hand in like I just did. Okay. Oops. Note to self, don't do that. I just pushed the pin on the, while I had it up there, and it just made a great big line. But I've got some paint. I can hurry and correct it. Sometimes it takes me a minute to get everything right. Once again, I'm glad I had that paint. Okay, no harm, no foul. We got it corrected. Gotta wait for it to dry just a bit. Messed up the eye again. Fixed it. This is the hardest part for me, is doing the faces, and I wish I was probably more patient, letting stuff dry before I go on to the next step, but I'm not. I'm a true crafter and just keep going with it. Alright, let's try to correct my nose. I'll put the little stitches in. And see how I had to fix the mouth, so we'll do that, and we're going to put the little lines in for the mouth. Just go and have them going every direction. All right, he is looking cute. Okay, now I need to go with my this is not the raffia I was going to use. Where's my raffia I was going to use? Right here. This is the paper raffia you get from the dollar store. It's the hula skirt, and I've been using it and I love it. So anyway, let's get the hat first before we do that. We'll get this little mess cleaned up. And then we'll do the hat. And then we'll do all the embellishments. I'll put this over here. And this away. Clean my hands. Yes, I need to just be a little more patient and wait till the stuff dries, and then I wouldn't have any hiccups in my trying to do my crafts. But I'm not a patient crafter. I'm not a patient person sometimes. Okay, this is just a roll of burlap that I got at Walmart, and I'm just going to take about a maybe, I better measure it. two 14.5-inch pieces. And I just kind of fold it over and I just cut for the hat. And we're not going to use this tall of a hat. So I just kind of, I'll put it up here and show you guys in a second. And then we're going to use this piece that we cut off to stuff it. So I just kind of willy-nilly the hat. And it doesn't need to be perfect. It doesn't even really need to be cute, but I'll show you how it comes together, even though it kind of looks a little funky right now. I will show you. It'll be cute. All right. I've got the silicone pad, is because burlap will burn you. You're hot gluing it. Okay. Sure it's still a little bit. All right, so you just pull it, and you don't have to pull these little corners out all the way. On that one I kind of left it in, but do go all the way down. So you want to do these little corners. The little corners right here. So put the little corner. Make sure it's cooled off. All right, and there's our cute little hat. Just a simple little cut job. And he turns out pretty dang cute. I put a piece of the rope through it, and I'll show you how I did it. And what I did is I just pulled these little pieces apart and just threading up through. And every so often, about every inch or inch and a half, I just spread the little burlap apart and just thread the little rope through it. So we'll do that because I think kind of needs to be cinched up on his little head. I'm gonna a little bit of hot glue on this. It won't untangle and twine anymore. Just see how I just pulled the pieces apart. You just do that, and we'll just keep going. And if you have tighter burlap, just take your little shears and just cut a hole, because it doesn't matter how it looks, because it's just a scarecrow. And kind of the rattier, the cuter he looks. So anyway, looks like we left one strand. We're gonna make it work. Let's cut it off. There we go. Okay, and then I just pull it up through the hole I just started it with. There we go. Okay. All right, so now we have the little hat, and we can cinch it on him. That's why I put the string in. It's because it just kind of needs a little bit of cinch. And this is what I saved that part for, so that we could get his little pumpkin head covered. And I just put it around his face, and that's where I'm going to stick the hat. It's just kind of around his little face. And see how it's kind of in his eyes? And that's fine. I'll show you what we'll do. We'll tighten the little hat up, and then we'll just pin it up like that. And then put the cute little sunflower on him right here. Pull that up a little bit. Put a good amount on that so it'll stick. And now we'll put the other little embellishments on. Oh, and he's looking pretty cute. I love this sunflower. I think the bigger the better. I think it's so cute. Okay, now we'll put his little bandana on. I just take it and fold it over just a couple of times. There's his cute little bandana. Okay, now we're going to put some of this hula skirt stuff in to make his fluff look like hay. So I just fold it. I cut the one ends off, and I'm just going to fold it over, cut that off, and I'm going to cut this end, and then I just take it and twist it like that so they'll all stay together. And then I just put glue on this side and this side, and then I'll just stick it down his little shirt. And that will be his little fluff for the front of him right there. And then I'll do another, I just used 2 of these strands, 2 or 3 of them. And, alright, and then we're gonna do some for his little hands. So I'll just cut the little tops off, just fold it, cut it, and then you're going to twist. This is going to be his cute little hands. So you just want to put them in here. We'll glue it, and then we'll button his little sleeve up. There we go. We'll just kind of squish it in there. Get a couple more. And just put this stuff wherever you feel like he needs it. I think in the arms and up by the face, a couple in these little pockets. And I think he's just cute. We can put some up by his hat, coming out of his hat. This I think I'm going to put coming out of his little hat. Make him look like he has hair. That's pretty cute. Tuck it in there. Isn't that cute so far? We'll put some in his pockets. One of these hula skirts will last you a while with one of these. Coming out of a pocket. Isn't that cute? Oh, this will Another couple little pumpkins coming out of his pocket on that side. But isn't it cute? I think he just turns out so adorable. You can just keep embellishing him and embellishing him. But I love him. I think he's so cute. I hope you guys try him. Another thing I was thinking, if you guys couldn't find these pumpkins, try finding a bucket, like a Halloween bucket. Even the pumpkin ones for the bottom and the middle, they could even be the same size, because by the time you put the shirt on and that, I don't think you could tell. And then just find a smaller pumpkin for the top, and you guys can make the same thing. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you guys try this, because it's just as cute and fun and easy as can be. Thank you for joining me, and please like and subscribe to my channel. It really helps me out. I just starting out, so it's kind of fun, and I want to keep going. So I appreciate you. Thank you. Bye-bye.